Good afternoon, buen dia, goeiedag. Everybody is asking about sustainable communities and self-sustainable communities, gated communities, those kind of things. A lot of people are aware that I have been working on the self-sustainable community called ECAHLI for the last 7 years. And I am extremely honored and privileged to announce that the ECAHLI community project won the global best self-sustainable community project in the world. So that's kind of overwhelming. The official announcement will be made by NGO something. It's an alliance of development, sustainability, eco-developments, all those kind of things. And we won. So that's kind of like well done. Hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. Now, as some of you guys have noticed, we have changed a lot of things on the website. We are changing the whole corporate branding. We have a lot more people involved, taking charge of a lot of things on our channel, on our website, and also our humanitarian efforts and the ECAHLI community project. Now let's talk a little bit about sustainable communities, self-sustainable communities. Most communities that say they are self-sustainable, not really self-sustainable. Yeah, they have a few chickens, they have a little bit of livestock, they have a little bit of vegetables and those kind of things, but they don't have long-term sustainable plans in place. The biggest problem with off-grid communities is everybody just prepares for doomsday. But what if doomsday doesn't come the way you think? Do you have enough provisions that's going to last you? Do you have enough resources to trade? You have to remember, in life, when things happen and we hit a disaster of some magnitude, I'm not a dooms prophet, but what I am saying, in the event of, most off-grid communities have no commodities to trade, and when they trade whatever they have, once they've traded that, they have no replacement, they have no alternative plan in place. This is what makes ECAHLI so unique as a gated, off-grid, out-of-the-matrix community. First of all, the benefits. When you invest and you become a member in the ECAHLI community, you also qualify for the Paraguayan citizenship program, the SOURCE program, which means you become a Paraguayan citizen within 3 years. Point one. Point two, you become an active member in our LLC as well as our C Corp for the community project. Now, the C Corp is set up to protect you and I and our assets. You see, we're doing things right. Now, besides the fact that we have an LLC and everything else run through the LLC and the C Corp, all of our members is co-tenant owners. That means everything our company does, all the land we buy and the developments and the infrastructure and our business interests, all of those kind of things belong to the unique individual investors or the residential investors, the people that's going to live with us. Now, we are limiting this only to 20 families per community project. For us, it is important that each community flourishes. I mean, if I say flourish, I mean really flourish. By using eco-technology for mass production in fresh produce, herbs and spices, which is also going to use less amount of water, no chemicals required, no hormones, fertilizer, no heavy equipment required. It is literally a farming industry that is out of a sci-fi movie. Because we want to evolve. For us in ECAHLI, we want to move into a futuristic sort of sustainable community project. Because we're not working for you and I. Let's not get this wrong. We are doing this for our children. We are doing this for the next generation. For us, we need to set up a technologically advanced, self-sustainable community to provide for our children and the future. Each community, by growing their own fresh produce and herbs and spices that's non-chemical, non-hormonal, no altered seeds, anything like that, out of that we create hygiene, household and healthcare products like our ancestors. They all used to do it. People used to live longer with organic medicines, using organic materials on their skin. They look better, they feel better. There's no synthetics, no hormones, no anything like that going into your system, nor your children's. Now it gets interesting. All the products we manufacture, we make available to our community members because we want to live healthy. We want to enjoy what we do. But we're also going to make those amazing products available to the marketplace and export markets. We're not just talking 1 or 2 ranges. We're talking like anything we need to survive, that we enjoy, the luxuries that we became accustomed to. We have to learn how to make that, but a healthier option to it. For us, it's about healthcare. And when I say a healthier lifestyle, I'm not talking about vegan and vegetarians. I'm a carnivore. So is most other people. We're Generation X, the people that is already approved for the ECAHLI community. We have a few on reservation for members wanting to join our community. We have opened our interview process for membership. Now keep in mind, each community only allowed 20 families. Now that we have products going into the marketplace, we have a steady income stream. We're providing a Paraguayan market with new products that's proudly Paraguayan, proudly manufactured, organically manufactured by us under our trade name. Makes sense. But now because we have a substantial amount of land that we want to buy and we're going to develop this beautiful piece of land, we have a few pieces of land, mind you, 22.8 hectares, we have 28 hectares, and we have 35 hectares. Now I'm hoping that each community will be approximately between 22 and 28 hectares, giving us, the people that live in these communities, space to move and run an industry without feeling overwhelmed. Do you know where I'm going? Nature. This is what I'm talking about. Our residential area on our piece of land, all the houses is self-sustainable. It is sustainable housing. It is modern design that connects us with nature. For me, I like to stay in a house that's got air, that's got life, and I can see all the beautiful nature around me. And that is the idea behind ECAHLI. Each residential investor, you get a allocated piece of land in our residential area where you can build your house. You choose from one of the house plans that we have designed and what we have basically worked on with an amazing team. So everybody gets a house. Everybody's house is exactly the same style. Whether it's a 2-bedroom, 3 or a 4-bedroom, that is completely individuals' choice. It's depending on your portfolio. It's depending on the size of your family. It is depending on the age of the family. Because if you're young and you're married, no kids, we know you're going to have kids. So, just go for the bigger options. You have to remember, most places that you're going to move to, you're going to buy a house, you're just getting a house in a gated community. It's fine, it's okay, it's all right. But now you've invested a lot of money, but you're not getting any return on that. This is where ECAHLI becomes a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unique as an investment, because as you buy your share in the company, you get a house in the company that we will build together. Because for us, sharing the knowledge on how we do things, either if you can make a sandwich or you want to get into construction, you want to do plumbing, electrical, build, masonry, whatever, everybody's going to be involved because it is important that there's transparency in the infrastructure of our community. Now, besides the industry, we have the products, we have a hotel we're building a restaurant, we're building a few small businesses to cater for the local communities and our community members as well as our guests. On ECAHLI, what makes it so unique and special is that we are allowing an equal balance of international as well as Paraguayans into the community. But that makes the community project so unique. Even people that can't afford the amount that we require, we are going to search for gifted, talented people that is looking for a hand up. Just a break in life. Somebody that shows extraordinary gifts and talents in something in renewable energy, either sustainable energy, eco-technology, product development, whatever it is, if we can find people with talent that literally lives beneath the normal human standards of living, that don't have the luxury of opportunity in life, we're going to give it to them. We're going to uplift the lives, not just from the community members, but also surrounding people, our neighbors, uplifting their lives, transforming one family at a time, one community at a time. And that is what makes ECAHLI so unique. But what makes it even better is, even me as the architect, the CEO, I don't get more benefits. I don't get less benefits. We all earn the same money. From our collective efforts, from what we produce, what we manufacture, what we offer the marketplace and export market, from all the incomes that we work together, all that money gets equally divided amongst its members. It gets better. Each community, 20 families. Each community is individually owned. It is an individual company. However, every community we start is interconnected, where it allows us to intertrade either raw materials, finished products, whatever. It makes life so much easier. But it gets better. Because as I'm sitting here, I'm fading away, aging as we're sitting and talking. All of us are aging, we're getting older. But the big question is, what do you do when you're too old to work? This is where it becomes very interesting. I believe that everybody needs a purpose. If you're an old person and physically you cannot do something, but you enjoy making a sandwich or a cup of tea, or sitting and talking to children, telling them stories of our past, of your past, your culture, your history, for us, you are still participating. That means you're still actively involved in our community. You don't have to work long hours. We are aiming to work smarter, not harder. When you work with like-minded souls and everybody is on the same wavelengths, it's all about sustainability, development, and prosperity. It is about financial security for our family. This is what makes ECAHLI so unique. But it gets better because the whole community, all the decisions, all the financials, all of our product development, new memberships, all of those things gets decided not by me and management. No. It gets decided by the community members itself. Me, myself, have no right. I'm only allowed to vote if there's a lock vote. That's it. I have no way of influencing anybody else in the community except produce and present new opportunities. The community has to decide what we do with that, if we take it or not, if we take on new members or not. But each community is limited to 20 families. Now, do remember, this is now officially a global award-winning, sustainable, self-sustainable community. So it's going to start taking off. And the reason why I haven't started the project yet is because I don't have the funds. I don't have the literal funds, but in the meantime, I'm working towards raising funds. I'm working on creating hotels because we need a place to stay. We need our investors, our residential investors, our new community members, our soul tribe need a place to stay while we develop. So why not have boutique hotels for us to stay in, where we can sit in the evenings, brainstorm, plan, and just grow together as we develop this community together. The reason why I would love to have us work together in building this community is because when you put actively sweat, love, care into a project, it becomes a part of you. It is also part of a transitional process where we let go of the pain and the disappointments and the fear and the anger and everything that the world has given us. So by working, creating, inventing, we take all that negative energies and we create something beautiful for our children and for ourselves when we get old. In the community, we will also have alternative healthcare, physical well-being, healthcare, physiotherapies, those kind of things, yoga, tai chi. We want our members to enjoy a healthier living life. But it's not just all yogi kind of things that we're going to have there. We want to create obstacle courses for our family and everybody to enjoy, a form of like, I don't know, just something that you can enjoy, obstacle courses, like in the military kind of thing, with climbing over things, sliding down things. You want to have a little bit of danger, You want to have something that makes life fun being there. And another thing with the community project is, besides the fact it is a substantial land, we are going to go completely green on our efforts. We are going completely off-grid. That is the main thing. And members living in the community, everybody is protected. Because of the C Corp and the way we structure the company, every member is protected. Every member, as I say, nobody can sell it, nobody can borrow money against it, nobody can do anything with it except leave it for the next generation. As I am the CEO, the inventor, the architect of ECAHLI, and I know the ins and outs. And for me, my part, this next part of our journey as we develop ECAHLI, is to find my replacement. I need to find somebody that's going to take over ECAHLI, the first one. And each community I start, somebody else must take it over. It is about sharing the love, uplifting the lives of many, poverty prevention. It's about prosperity, growth, and a sustainable future for us all. So if this sounds fantastic, if you really feel intrigued and you want to get involved with this, reach out anytime. Have a conversation with me, and let's see what we can do. Now, we have a set price, but as I say as well, if you don't have the full amounts for our residential investment packages, reach out, have a conversation with me. As for all people, we're going to have healthcare. We're going to have people going to take care of us. We're going to take care of others. We're all going to have purpose. Nobody will be left behind, because that is the most important thing, is equality and unification of us. We own everything. We deserve everything. Love and light.